Another powerful meditation technique, as given by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, is Nitya Kriyas, which brings the bio memory healing. Nitya is a yoga breath mantra protocols that cleanses the biomemory where all the traumas are stored in the cells. Now, according to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's teaching, biomemory is the cellular level memory that includes past trauma, deep seated fears, emotional patterns, subconscious habits. These memories influence health, behavior, and even spiritual awakening. The Nitya Kriyas are a set of specific yoga sequences, breathing techniques, pranayama, mudras, and chanting mantras designed to release blocked energy. They are targeted techniques to unlock stagnant energy patterns in the body mind system, to detox the system of physical, mental, and emotional toxins, and restore alignment, bringing balance, inner balance, and spiritual harmony to the entire being. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has given 108 different kriyas for different ailments. For example, diabetes kriya, depression kriya, arthritis kriya for insomnia, and others. And these kriyas, they bring 100% emotional purification, complete cleansing of stored emotional patterns, infinite energy release, unlimited expansion of the vital life force, and 360-degree holistic healing, complete physical, mental, and spiritual transformation. These meditation techniques are more than personal development tools. They are the original Vedic technologies of consciousness designed for humanity's next evolution. As the global health bodies like the United Nations and World Health Organization explore integrative models of wellness, it is time that they recognize that the Hindu spiritual sciences as not only relevant but urgently needed in today's mental health and cognitive performance space. Now, let's look at the scientific studies on the brainwave mastery done on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Multiple neurological studies have documented the extraordinary brainwave control and cognitive abilities of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, offering scientific validation of ancient indigenous Hindu yogic and spiritual powers. In 2004, Jim Thorpe Rehabilitation Center researchers led by Murali Krishnan used PET scans to observe that Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism exhibited heightened activity in the frontal lobes, which he could control at will. Activation of the mesial frontal lobe associated with the third eye was recorded whenever Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism consciously engaged this faculty. In 2005 and 2006, in Sound Health Designs, Dr. Acosta Urquida, PhD in neuroscience, measured heart rate variability and EEG during Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism healing sessions. Now, their results showed that the subject's heart rate who were receiving the healing entrained to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and that he remained in a permanent meditative space. In 2005, Dr. William Collins' study, Neurofeedback Expert found Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism resting EEG showed near zero brain activity, prompting him to remark, "There is no such thing as a normal state for you." During healing, intense gamma activity and neural resonance with recipients were observed. Now, these studies conclude and collectively establish that Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivan's exceptional, unparalleled control over his neurological states with the ability to entrain and elevate the brain states of individuals he gives healing to, scientifically affirming the transformative power of a spiritual progress, of a spiritual practices. These outcomes are documented within communities of practice. Peer reviewed validation is ongoing, but the evidence base is strong enough to warrant global collaboration. During a Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism initiations in programs such as Inner Awakening, QEEG scans recorded instantaneous synchronization of brain waves across both hemispheres. Participants exhibited heightened alpha and theta brainwave activity, which are linked to deep meditative awareness, increased creativity, enhanced learning, and memory retention. These changes were observed at the exact moment of initiation, unlike gradual effects seen in conventional meditation. Cognitive performance and focus. Research on the participants showed sharper focusing abilities, rapid multi-processing capacity, stronger short-term memory immediately after initiation. In one documented study, 73% of participants reported significant increases in mental focus, reduced mood swings, and greater clarity by the end of a 21-day program led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Now, the future vision, the conscious ecosystems, the Brahma Muhurta, the sacred pre dawn period, has been powerfully revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, as a cornerstone of the authentic Hindu yogic lifestyle. Rooted in the Vedic and Agamic sciences, this sacred time is not only vital for conscious evolution but also a natural key to optimal physical and mental health. The sacred discipline is a cornerstone of authentic Hindu yogic lifestyle revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and lived daily in thousands of Kailasa's ecosystem all over the world. All over the world, thousands of Kailasa's ecosystem wake up in Brahma Muhurta and do the Brahma Muhurta routine of Yoga Pada and Kriya Pada, offering a holistic template for preventive health and conscious living. Global health bodies like the United Nations and World Health Organization can integrate such Hindu indigenous time tested disciplines into public wellness models, bridging ancient Hindu wisdom with modern science for a healthier and more conscious humanity. Before we conclude this section, let us look at a short video of by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on unclutching and experience the unclutching ourselves.
And destruction, initiating all of you into unclutching as a technique, as a meditation technique. Sit in a relaxed way. You can sit in the chair or on the floor. Be comfortable, that's all. Anything is okay. Be comfortable. Sit in a relaxed way. Close your eyes and any thought rises in your inner space. Decide you are not going to support that thought. You are not going to destroy that thought. You are not going to thought without creating, maintaining, destroying. Sit, understand? When you don't do the job of Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, you become Parabrahma. When you don't do the job of creation, maintenance and destruction, you become one with existence. Now, just sit. Sit in a relaxed way. Close your eyes. Unclutch from every thought. Don't miss a single thought in your inner space. Don't be unconscious. Unclutch from every thought. When thought raises in you, just decide, I am not going to support it, encourage it. I'll just unclutch from it. I'll just distance myself from it. Just a simple will. I will unclutch is enough. The thought will lose power over you. After a few seconds, again some other thought may come. Unclutch from that thought also. Slowly, 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 after a few minutes, except the thought of unclutching, nothing else will be there. Unclutch from that thought also. Unclutch even from the technique of unclutching. When you unclutch honestly, authentically, automatically your Kundalini energy raises, your Kundalini is awakened, and your body may levitate. Whatever happens, let it happen. Unclutch from everything. Just be unclutched. I initiate all of you into unclutching. Let the unclutching happen in all of us. Don't miss even one thought in your inner space. Unclutch from every single thought and every single idea. Do not create or maintain or destroy a thought. Just be unclutched.
Let's just sit unclutched for 2 minutes. Just surviving, but radiating super consciousness. So, with that, we come to an end for this section. And now I would like to invite our third speaker, Malucia Sumano, a representative from Association of Dhanapeetham Guadalupe, to share the next segment of the session and carry this journey forward. Malucia Sumano.
Nithyanandam, everyone. So today we're going to talk on the topic of ecosystem health from exploitation to sacred coexistence. Human, animal, and environmental health are inseparably one, a truth long lived by Sanatana Hindu Dharma. In this worldview, the earth is Bhuma Devi, conscious and alive. Rivers are goddesses, animals are vahanas, and the human body itself is a temple. Ecological harmony is not merely a policy goal, it is the foundation of life. Under the guidance of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, KAILASA revives these principles, integrating them into governance, agriculture, art, and daily living. The revival models a living spiritual ecosystem in which prevention, balance, and sacred coexistence replace exploitation, overconsumption, and degradation. Ancient wisdom, modern relevance. One health through Panchabhuta. The modern concept of one health, recognizing the human, animal, and environmental well-being are interlinked, is a rediscovery of ancient Hindu science. The Panchabhuta, earth, water, fire, air, and ether, express the elemental interconnectedness of existence. Kailasa's holistic blueprint operationalizes this wisdom through comprehensive practices that honor the sacred relationship between all living beings and the elements that sustain them. Conscious daily living align with ethical, ecological, and spiritual principles. Jnanas, homas, and daily meditative practices that purify air, water, and soil. Diets, sleep cycles, and therapies tuned to individual constitutions and planetary rhythms. Ancient science of spatial design harmonizing human environment with cosmic, elemental, and ecological forces. Structured integration of earth, water, fire, air, and ether in every layer of living. Vastu Shastras ensures proper orientation, natural light, ventilation, and water flow, supporting mental clarity, respiratory health, reduced energy consumption, and ecological balance. Green spaces, courtyards, and water features integrated into the Vastu layout conserve biodiversity, stabilizes microclimates, and promotes harmonious coexistence with nature. The triple planetary crisis. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism consistently describes today's environmental and health emergencies as the convergence of the climate change, biodiversity loss, and pollution waste. These crises degrade foundational health systems, escalate disaster risks, threaten food security, and accelerate disease emergence. Rising temperatures disrupting the ecosystems and human health patterns. Ecosystem collapse threatening nature, disease regulation. Contamination creating breeding grounds of resistance and pathogens. A silent accelerant is antimicrobial resistance, AMR. Overuse of antibiotics in factory farms, poor sanitation, and polluted effluents create a breeding ground for drug-resistant pathogens. Kailasa addresses this as a root by promoting plant-based diets, cruelty-free cow care, Gauseba, and sustainable agriculture system, reducing ecological stress and AMR drivers simultaneously. Investing in the present and securing our future together. Jnanas, Hindu fire rituals, homas. Temple-based jnanas neutralize pollutants and harmful microbes, reducing environmental factors contributing to AMR. Promoting harmony and health. Positive vibrations from yangas support physical, mental, and spiritual well-being, creating a community less reliant on antibiotics. Maintaining a good health. Over 1 billion free meals distributed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and KAILASA promote a plant-based diet and support immunity and reduce antibiotic use. Reducing illnesses by serving sattvic foods purify the body and mind, preventing common ailments. Here, as you can see, there's a reference from the modern science study validating the ancient Hindu practice of yangas for environmental purification and health benefits. 1 billion plus free meals distributed, promoting plant-based nutrition and community health. 100% health, 100% vegetarian focus, supporting immunity while reducing antibiotic dependency. 24/7 temple operations, continuous environment purification through sacred practices. Now, addressing the antimicrobial resistance through ancient wisdom. Ayurvedic practices, natural antimicrobial properties like herbs, turmeric, neem, tulsi are promoted through Ayurvedic awareness programs. Reducing antibiotic overuse. Educating communities about the Ayurvedic medicine prevents unnecessary antibiotic consumption. Modern scientific validation of traditional Hindu medicine's antimicrobial properties are here in this reference here from a glimpse of Ayurveda history and principles and article. Vratams, fasting practices. As revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, natural detoxification practices like Banti Vratam detoxifies the body naturally and strengthens immunity. Reducing dependency on antibiotics, traditional fasting supports natural healing and resilience. Modern evidence supporting fasting as a natural detoxification and immunity strengthening practices. Comprehensive health and environmental protection. Go Seva cow protection. Panchagavya products enrich soil fertility without chemicals. Antimicrobial properties like cow, ghee, urine, and natural antimicrobial effects, mitigating AMR in humans and animals. Agnihotra fire rituals. Agnihotra rituals neutralize harmful pollutants. Soil enrichment. Ash reproduce is nutrient rich, improving soil fertility naturally. Sacred coexistence. If One Health is the global operating system, Panchabhuta alignment and Vastu-informed spaces are the configuration tools. Communities can transition from exploitation to sacred coexistence through practical implementation. Temple-based One Health hubs, Anadana, yoga, herbal hygiene, composting, and tree planting, integrated into community centers. Caring for all beings, recognizing animals are sacred companions and protecting biodiversity through compassionate action. Reverting sacred waters, protecting rivers as goddesses through conscious water stewardships and purification practices. Vastu, schools and clinics renovated according to the Vastu and the air quality standards for optimal health. Seasonal Panchabhuta calendars, fasting, kashayams, homas, seed saving, and water stewardships aligned with natural cycles. Honoring Bhuma Devi, treating earth as a conscious and sacred, moving beyond resource extraction to reverent partnerships. By honoring Bhuma Devi, revering rivers, caring for animals, and aligning life with the elemental forces and spatial harmony, humanity can transition from exploitation to sacred coexistence. A regenerative civilization path envisioned and revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyanandam Paramashivam. Here, evidence-based prevention, care over cure through multi-layered quarantine protocols, mind-body practices, vegetarian nutrition, and temple-based circular economy. Evidence-informed approach linking inner awakening with the ecosystems and public health and biodiversity protection. Programs like Go Zero Waste, Clean Air Initiatives, Go Vegetarian, and Ishanya Project, advancing the SDGs worldwide. As this concludes the presentation for the ecosystems, the sacred ecosystems, I would like to share a very small clip where Swamiji is talking about the reassurance of the air quality and how we only use items that never run out, like water and air. So I'm going to go ahead and play that video.
The Hinduism never touches the resources which runs out. Our lifestyle is never based on the resources which runs out. All our lifestyle was based on the resources which can never run out. Sun, water, the resources which never runs out. Only based on that we run our life. Somebody was asking me the other day, if the Hindu enlightened masters know about everything through enlightenment, why did they not design aeroplane? Why did they not invent trains? This is my answer. Please understand, we had aeroplanes, but which was running in renewable resources. We never had aeroplanes running on the petrol like now, because Hinduism never believes in using the resources which can run out one day. Always we built our life, we built everything based on renewable resources. If petrol can run out one day, we never touch it. We never use it. Which never runs out. We call them as natural resources, the natural energies. Vayu, Varuna, Indra. These are all the natural resources of Hinduism. Surya means sun god, wind god. Indra means intelligence god. And Varuna is water god. We use this renewable energy resources. Our lifestyle was based on only renewable energy resources. So there is no such thing as food running out. So don't worry at all. Food will never run out.
Thank you, everyone. So here in this video, Swamiji beautifully shares how in Hinduism, we only use natural resources, renewable resources, where we don't use anything that will ever run out. So this is something very important for the planet Earth to be able to coexist naturally with all beings and living in it. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ma Lucius Mano, Manit Premika. And with this, now we move to our last and the final section of the today's journey of One Health through Enlightened Consciousness. And now I would like to invite Dr. Nirmala Sivaji from United States of KAILASA, Canada. Just 1 second.
Thank you for the opportunity for me to participate in the Global One Health Consciousness Coalition. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has not only given humanity the science of conscious breakthrough, he has demonstrated it, documented it, and seen it into living ecosystems through KAILASA. What we present today is not proposal. But a proven model, policy innovations that erase scarcity, practices that heal both body and consciousness, and planetary transformations rooted in Paramadvaita, oneness with Paramashiva. When we gather here at the United Nations Science Summit, we come as representatives of humanity, searching for what can we scale globally to solve crises that appear insurmountable. As Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism reminds us that transformation does not begin with technology or policy. It begins with consciousness itself. His life work is living proof. An entire nation, Kailasa, demonstrating that enlightened policies are not mere theory, but reality is already functioning. He shows that scarcity, illness, and ecological collapse are not permanent problems. They dissolve when we live in Paramatvaitva, oneness with Paramashiva. Not done it. The call of our times. This is the call of our time to join the Global One Health Consciousness Coalition established by Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Every age has its defining call. For our age, it is not just about preventing pandemics or addressing climate change. It is about awakening collective responsibility through consciousness. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's Global One Health Consciousness Coalition is the platform where this awakening happens. It is not one more NGO or policy body. It is a coalition grounded in lived dharmic science, ready to integrate across governments, communities, and individuals. Collective responsibility through consciousness that will cause awakening, integration with government, communities, and individuals united and grounded in lived dharmic principles that based on science too. And then there are some examples here which can you? I couldn't read. There are some photographs which happened with all the United Nations. Kailasha participated in various leaders and country heads, and they were presenting various levels of about Kailasha's Swamiji's practice about enlightened consciousness, how we could bring that into our day-to-day living, and we can help the countries. Pathways for participation, this is with the policymakers, adapt these policies of free education, free healthcare, and zero hunger, already being practiced successfully in Kailasha. And then practices and community practitioners and community leaders, we can work with them to bring these daily rituals of yoga, meditation, and conscious agriculture into your ecosystem and see measurable, replicable results. And planetary health advocates. This is for different levels of people we are addressing. Recognize that true sustainability begins with Paramatvaita, the science of oneness, and scale it to heal not just the human condition, but the environmental and every sentient being. So, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's brilliance lies in clarity. He doesn't stop at ideas. He provides direct, actionable pathways. Policymakers have the chance to replicate Kailasa's proven systems, free healthcare, where disease is not managed but prevented, free education that awakens intelligence rather than suppresses it, and zero hunger initiatives that restore dignity and nutrition to every being. For practitioners and community leaders, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism provides practices that are immediately implementable. Yoga that awakens not just flexibility, but energy. Meditation that detoxifies the mind. And conscious agriculture that aligns human need with ecological balance. For planetary advocates, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism reminds us sustainability is not only planting trees or reducing emissions, it is rerouting in oneness. When you recognize yourself in every tree, every river, every species, protection is no longer optional. It becomes natural. So when you align to Paramashiva, you not only heal yourself, you radiate health to the whole world. And that is what Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, his main guiding principle is. Individual healing, personal transformation through alignment. Then healing energy spreads outward naturally. That is the radiating the health. Global transformation through consciousness, that is planetary health. Then community and environmental benefit through the ecosystem of wellness. This guiding truth reframes all of health science. Healing is not an isolated personal project. It is not limited to one's body or mind. It radiates outward. Just as a single lamp lights up a dark room, a single awakened being radiates well-being to their ecosystem. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's vision is clear. Planetary health is not the sum of individual efforts. It is the multiplication of awakened consciousness. That's what he's doing in Kailasa and spreading that to every level of the cosmos. Then the demonstrated evidence of transformation through Kailasa's e-citizenship, access to over 200,000 hours of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's teachings, and in integration of One Health consciousness into policy and practice. Every individual, every nation, and every society can contribute to planetary transformation. And you could see that 97% of depression recovery using the Paramashivoham program, 89% freedom from phobias, that complete liberation from fears, 82% anger management, freedom from anger and frustration, 100% of cure for eating disorders, complete recovery from eating disorders and chronic fatigue, and 1,300% cellular energy increase in cellular energy levels, and 86% addiction recovery that quit smoking, alcohol, and substance abuse. So you could see how we can help the whole universe and the planet by using this technique. These are not symbolic numbers. They are life-changing outcomes measured across thousands of participants worldwide. Depression, phobias, and addictions, the great silent pandemic of our time, find solution in consciousness. When cellular energy increased by 1,300%, the entire framework of what we call health science must be reimagined. These results demonstrate that One Health is not an ideal. It is measurable, demonstrable, and replicable. when rooted in Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's teachings. Though now the collective mission, by embracing Paramashivoham, we are not just transforming ourselves physically, mentally, and spiritually. We become vital parts of the global One Health Consciousness coalition. Here, individual healing unites with global responsibility, integrating body, mind, economy, and ecology into a sustainable, energized, and conscious whole. So the physical health with the cellular transformation and vitality, mental clarity happens with freedom from depression and anxiety, connection to Paramashiva consciousness, is spiritual growth happens, planetary restoration and balance, the ecological healing happens, sustainable abundance for all, then becomes the economic balance happens. Then collective responsibility and care with social harmony. So this is where the true shift happens. From me to we, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has given us the framework to see our health, our mind, and our communities not as separate spheres, but as a single integrated field of consciousness. Healing myself heals my society. Nourishing the earth nourishes my children. Practicing yoga in my home strengthens the planetary ecosystem. Through Paramashiva Sena Summit, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism unites the smallest inner healing with the greatest, grandest planetary mission. And the closing vision is together we are invited to join Paramashiva Sena Summit. You could see that it's happening in so many places, not only as a personal journey, but as a collective mission. We embrace this living science of oneness and together contribute to building the future we all envision, a future powered by awakened consciousness, holistic healing, and planetary restoration. Through our committed participation and conscious awakening, we will help to manifest a world of harmony, prosperity, and enlightenment for all. So through individual transformation, through Paramashiva Sena Summit, you could see that United Ancient Nation presence. We are having the UN Summit in various countries. Joining the Global One Health Consciousness Coalition, embracing the proven science of oneness. That is the living science. Future manifestations, building harmony, prosperity, and enlightenment. This is the invitation. Direct, urgent, profound. Each of us is called not just to listen, but to participate. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has already built the blueprint, demonstrated the results, and documented the benefits. Now it is for us, leaders, policymakers, practitioners, and advocates to unite and manifest the Global One Health Consciousness Coalition, a coalition that proves humanity is capable not only of surviving, but of flourishing. The future is not in front of us. It is already here, established by Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. His vision, his clarity, and his energy is what that makes this coalition alive and real. This is the voice of consciousness, calling the world into oneness. Through conscious participation, manifest the future of planetary healing and awaken humanity. So this is the final call for everyone to participate in this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Nirmala Shivaji. Such a beautiful and a clear presentation. Actually, as Dr. mentioned, this is an open invitation to all. We have this summit being hosted in St. Kitts and Nevis starting from the 1st of October, and this being sponsored so that all of you can come and experience the unique, powerful lifestyle as your own, experiencing holistic healing and experience the true power of this one health. How can you live in oneness, in harmony with nature, with animals, with this cognition, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam? And this has been made completely available free of cost, being sponsored by many of the by many of the Chitsava members of Kailasa who are sponsoring this for you so that you can come and attend it completely for free and actually experience what is this futuristic way of life that you can actually live. And this is made available for all of us. It's just 1 month, and you can book your tickets right away. You just need to book your tickets and make sure you're coming and making yourself available there. And the rest, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself personally conducting this and making this style as an easily practical availability for all of us. So we also would like to ask if any of our viewers and the guests who joined us here, if any of you have any questions, please feel free to post your questions here in the Zoom chat. Uh, Mana Lakshmi from Kailasa, France has asked, statistics from the program would be interesting to share and get people to join PSS. Definitely, yes, Ma. We have been having research and studies being conducted. Participants who come, kids who come for the training, we would definitely love to share that as well. Any other questions that any of you have, feel free to post your questions here in the Zoom chat with us. Julia from Look After Me Limited is asking, I'm interested in coming to St. Kitts. What part of the island is this, please? So I can look at the flight and options. Thank you. Thank you so much, Julia Ann. I'm so delighted that you're interested in this. And definitely I'll share the details with you. I'm going to send you a form and you can sign up in that form, fill in the details. We will share that location with you as you can book your tickets and come away. We would be having this holistic healing, special detox practice and methodologies so that you can experience healing, complete optimum health, all levels, physical health, mental health, and your well-being, including your conscious well-being. So we would be delighted to have each and every one of you there. So anyone else has any other questions also, please post it here. The link is citizen.info/PSS. You can just register, put your intent to this form. Our team would immediately reach out to you and share the further, the exact the exact place where the program is happening so that you get your tickets there. Ma Mahabhavapriya from San Jose from USA is asking, is process part of this program, Ma? Definitely, this program also has completion, which is going to be a very profound, holistic way where you can let go of your past, no matter what kind of most difficult situation to endure till date. Time to let go is here, where you're going to be given a very profound, powerful process where the impact and influence of your past in your life will be completely removed and you would be able to create a new future. Any other questions any of you have? Please feel to post here.
If no more questions, then we will be concluding. Thank you, Dr. Nirmala Sivaji, and thank you, the Princess of Kailasa, Ma Nityananda, for taking up the participants' questions. And as we come to an end of the today's session, as we come to the close of this transformative session, we stand at a unique intersection where ancient Hindu wisdom meets modern global health policy, where consciousness is not just a philosophy but a practical solution for humanity's future. Throughout today's session, we explored how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, through the United States of KAILASA, is reviving the time tested Hindu sciences to address some of the most pressing challenges of our time, from mental health and ecological degradation to pandemics and antimicrobial resistance. The One Health framework, as expanded by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, is not limited to human, animal, and environmental well being. It recognizes brain health and conscious health, carrying a truly holistic ecosystem for planetary well being. This session highlighted Kailasa's ongoing global collaboration through the United Ancient Nation and partnerships with academia, public health experts, and policymakers to bring these indigenous Hindu sciences into global conversations. In the words in the words of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, only when consciousness becomes the center of our decisions can true healing happen for individuals, society, and the planet itself. On behalf of Kailasa and all our esteemed speakers, we thank each and every one of you for being part of this journey towards a conscious, collaborative, and sustainable future for all living beings. Now, before I conclude, I would like to share and invite all of you for another transformative session that is being led by Kailasa, and the topic which is starting right now, and the topic is revolutionizing global development, the Kailasa Hindu economic model. So, inviting all of you to join for this another transformative session. And before we conclude, I would like to close with a Purna mantra. Now, in Hinduism, we express our gratitude for everything that we shared, expressing our gratitude to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, through a Purna mantra. Now, this mantra shares that the absolute is infinite. This is that the manifested universe is infinite. From that infinite, this infinite comes. And if you subtract this infinite from that infinite, what remains again is infinite. Chanting this mantra aligns your consciousness with the boundless fullness of Paramashiva, awakening a deep sense of spiritual fulfillment beyond material limitations. Now let's chant this mantra. This can be used as a powerful tool for meditation as well. ॐ पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेव वशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम तत्सत् सर्वं भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव पादुकार्पणमस्तु Om Nithyanandam. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam.
नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Sri Mahants, Mahants, Tanidars, Kotaris, sitting with us through Nithyananda TV, Sadhana TV, and two-way video conferencing, having Nayanadiksha cities sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, having Nayanadiksha, Seattle Chidambaram, Los Angeles Arunachalam, Toronto Tirukkailayam, San Jose Madurai, Guadalupe, Suva Fiji, Oklahoma, Kuala Lumpur, Ohio, Chennai, Oman, Phillip Island, Phoenix, Houston, Coimbatore, Warrington, Charlotte, Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, London, Vancouver, New York, Varanasi, Hyderabad, Rajapalayam, Singapore, Bangalore North, Madurai, Hyderabad, Trinidad, Kastau, Croatia, and some more cities joining. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I'll continue to expand on 7th verse. Please recite the 7th verse along with me. Yasmin sarvani bhutani atmaiva bhut vijanatah tatra ko mohaka shokah ekatvam anupashyatah. Listen, in one who has cognized the reality, all existing beings becomes very self. Then what delusion, what sorrow of incompletion can there be for that seer living in the space of oneness, living Advaita? Listen. Last few days I was expanding on how the love current, constantly engaging yourself in love current, all your actions centered on love current, how that can make you experience oneness with everything, everything in oneness. Oneness with everything, everything with oneness. This oneness experience can be gained. Experience of oneness can become eternal in you. Means not only gaining the experience, you getting established in that experience. When you just soak constantly in the experience, you radiate extraordinary powers. Every time you break a pattern with the clarity of oneness, with the cognition of oneness, you will have one extraordinary power. Every time you break a pattern, not only you are free from the pattern, you get extraordinary power to you. When you break this eating disorder patterns, not only you are free from the eating disorder patterns, you will also have the power to, ability to manipulate your stomach, your health as you want. The man who is out of the eating disorder patterns means, please understand what I define as eating disorder. Physically, physiologically, psychologically, due to any of this reason, having exact timing for food is eating disorder. Understand? For physical reason, oh, I may get tired. I'm getting tired. Physiological reason, oh, I'll have gas. If I don't eat, I'll have acidity or diabetes. Psychological reason, oh, if I don't eat, I'll die. Physical, physiological, psychological. Due to any one of these reasons, having a stern time for eating is eating disorder. The right eating is beautifully described by a great saint from Tamil Nadu, the Valluvanayanar. Beautifully is described. மருந்தென வேண்டாவாம் யாக்கைக்கு அருந்தியது அற்றது போற்றி உனின் means you don't need medicine for your body if you eat the food knowing that earlier what you have eaten has left the body. If you eat after the earlier eaten food left the body, you don't need medicine forever to your body. Before the next meal, be very clear as it left the body. My earlier meal has been digested and cleaned. So every time before you plan for eating, just see whether what you have eaten earlier has left your body. It has become part of you as energy. Whatever energy needs to be absorbed, whatever remaining has left your body. If it is not, use Jalabasti, get it out, then go for the next meal. I think this is one of the important discovery I found from my own experience. This is what I will describe as orderly eating. So for all my disciples who want to eat properly, orderly eating, I will prescribe this as one of the important rules. Whether you are a Balasant, Sant, or Kotari, Tanedar, follower, disciple, whoever wants to follow me, please take this up as a rule. After every meal, if you take little Haritaki powder, very little, before the next meal, clean your stomach, clean your bowels. If you are not able to, then have at least enema jalabasti, then go for the next meal. So do not allow 2 meals to be acquired in your stomach. மருந்தென வேண்டாவாம் யாக்கைக்கு அருந்தியது அற்றது போற்றி உனின். Understand, every time you break a pattern, you get extraordinary powers. In this case, about this eating disorder pattern, If you break your eating disorder pattern, not only you will be free from that pattern, you will have powers to manipulate your body and mind as you want. If you have done at least one Samyama, then you will know how you can manipulate your body. You can just play with it. You can play with it. All the stupid theories of acidity, diabetes, tiredness associated to food are true as long as you associate them, not otherwise. I was reading in the Facebook, somebody wrote, one of the biggest prison human beings suffer is what others think about themselves. I tell you, no, there is bigger prison, what you think about you. What you think about you is the bigger prison than what others think about you. What others think about you is able to give you suffering because what you think about you gets altered based on what others think about you. If what you think about you stays stably, so what others think about you will never be a prison for you. Because what you think about you is so lucid and lucid. What others think about you becomes a prominent prison. Be very clear. If what others think about you is a prison in which you are stuck, what you think about you is the cell inside the prison where you are stuck. It is much more suffocating. Much more suffocating. What others think about you, if you think that is a prison, what you think about you is a cell inside the prison where you are locked. Please understand. What others think about you impacts only your external life. What you think about you impacts directly your body, your mind. Anybody who has done one Samyama can just play with their so-called diabetes, so-called gastric or acidity, all problem related to hunger. They can cause miracles. I tell you, most of the concepts the so-called modern medicine is teaching, and what a foolish thing. See, all the ancient systems of living healthy life just by handling your food properly, herbs, leaves, the natural things, is called alternative medicine. What a naming, you see. And swallowing these pills and chemicals and putting you in more and more trouble is called mainstream medicine. Most of our concepts about body and health, I should classify them under a title called stupidopathy. No, really, most of our concepts about health, diet, medicine, medical care. We trust metal more than currency because for ages we have been a metal civilization, not currency civilization. Understand, currency was pushed upon us, on us very recently. Those days, even currency had a value because of the metal in which the currency is made. Currency itself independently did not have a value. The gold with which the coin is made, that gold had a value, not the declaration by the king or the administrator that this is this much valuable. Understand? Trusting only Vaishyas for wealth was our civilization. Now, our money is by Kshatriyas, politicians, administrators. Please understand. That is why I am saying your money is not money. Because the person who is going to transact that community, what they value only can be valuable in society. See, when there is a crisis, what is going to get you your food? That is decided only by Vaishyas, not by Kshatriyas. But it is unfortunate, the whole lot of confusion. Somebody has put the comment in the Facebook. Why in India, they didn't build hospitals, schools. How do you call them as evolved civilization? In every village, largest building of that village is the common utility building, where we had school, hospital, cinema theatre, art gallery, life science teaching place, and ultimately teaching enlightenment. The place we call it as temple. Understand, we call that as a temple. All. It is not just a mall, it is all. Everything about life is done there. Whether storing the grain,